Hey guys, Kingtut101 here, and the title screen thing here kind of matches what I'm going to be doing today. So, yesterday I had a little bit of foreshadowing in that video. If you didn't see, I had a town named ROADTO1MIL. So, if you couldn't tell by the name, I'm trying to get a city to 1 million people. Somebody on my YouTube video when I got 200,000 people and got my city to Megalopolis rank, somebody told me that they had 1 million people in their city, and I didn't think it was actually possible before. So I'm going to be trying that out now on this city. I decided it's about time I start playing the game off camera again, and I've been enjoying it a lot more. So there's been a few updates, but I'll get to those in a minute. Now, the city's still smaller than Challenge, but I think we'll get there. Now, why didn't I use the Challenge City? Well, it's filled up. And Metroville, even though it's only, I could have started from there. Metroville, I didn't want to get rid of the water for this city. I feel like I'm going to have to. But from what I've seen on the forums, if you get 1 million people in your city, you can get a new rank on the forum. Not like it means anything, but I think it looks cool. I'd like to have it. Siblings are still sick, huh? You're all thinking. Anyways, if you're experiencing problems with high school or just education in general and people are getting mad about it, you may want to replace your high schools. If you haven't seen it yet, we've got a big high school now. My thoughts on it. It kind of looks like a commercial zone, to be honest. I don't think it really fits as a school. But whatever, not my design choice. But in order to make these relevant, they had to nerf the range of the high school. So, stupid background noise. Anyways, they had to nerf the range of the high school, which means that I'm gonna have to go back and replace all of the high schools in my older cities. That's gonna be a pain, but luckily I won't be playing on them for a while, because those are not my main focus at the moment. My main focus is this city. And as you can see, we are almost to the Megalopolis rank. Some of our schools are getting filled up. So yeah, you can see the density over here. It's pretty dense, I guess. Couldn't think of a better word. But we need better schools, because these schools aren't cutting it for whatever reason. They don't seem to be complaining about that, so whatever. We've also have this few new options in here. They fixed the winter mode glitch where it disabled itself every time you loaded the game. There's now an auto option, which I have no clue what it does. If anyone knows, that'd be nice to tell me. Other than that, I don't think there's really anything else to talk about. But, yeah, I guess we should probably start building. As you can see, I'm on a giant map, and I have this many people in it, and it's still not even filled in with all the buildings yet. So once that happens, I'll start expanding more. But as you can see, we're definitely not in any debt right now. When I first started this city, I was going in and out of debt, but not as badly as a challenge city. But I didn't take my time with this one either, so I did run into a few problems here and there. But we got it all figured out. One of the biggest challenges with the city was when I first placed down a school, everyone was complaining about how they didn't have their school because they're privileged people. So I had a lot of demonstrations going on because people were slightly out of range of the school. But that's all solved now. We don't have to worry about that. Now, I'm thinking for bigger cities like this, we're going to need a new power source. Nuclear power just doesn't cut it for big cities like this. So, fusion power generators would be cool to have. But for now, I guess we'll just use massively dangerous nuclear power plants that could explode if they start on fire. Luckily I got a fire department over here, but you never know. Now we haven't had any in-app purchases yet. None of them have been released, but they're expected to be, some of them are expected to be released in the next few weeks. One thing I forgot to mention actually about the update is that RCI tab up here has been changed from just 3 empty squares of the corresponding colors to actual buildings. I like the old one better, but it doesn't matter too much. So, as you can see, I decided to end the lower tier buildings area pretty quick. As you can see, stupid background noise. Anyways, as you can see, I decided to go to dense zones pretty quickly. I'm actually surprised that these things appear. Alright, but yeah, nothing. I didn't go to that fancy with the city. I just basically did the, same thing I did with the challenge city. Started in the corner and made it all boxes. I even did the same strategy with the whole industrial thing, where I went out like this, and then I stopped it somewhere over here and started expanding outwards with the industrial instead of this way. I should have put in more commercial zones, because people aren't moving in right now because there's a lack of commercial zones. People seem to want industrial, but I guess I can deliver that. It won't be too hard. Industrial is like the easiest thing to maintain in this game. All they ask for is water, power, fire, police, health for some reason. I've seen them complain about health. I'm not sure if they actually need health, because I've never seen them complain about it other times. And they weren't really complaining about it, they were just mostly saying that they're slightly unhappy because of it. But it went away right away, so I'm not entirely sure. You do need parks for higher tier industrial though, so, but that's not too bad compared to what the residential and commercial areas want. They're pretty greedy, to be honest. Alright, because doing all this is a tedious process, I'll be back and just let everyone watch the buildings build, I guess. Alright, everything is set up, time to add the finishing touches of putting in the zones. Unfortunately, because this is a residential oriented world, I won't be adding any harbors. Even if they are decent industrial zones, I don't actually know if they're worth it. If they're worth it money-wise, or if they're more of just like an aesthetic thing to put in your city. Many people agree with me when I say this, but I'll say it again. It's hard to make a city focused on getting residents and aesthetics, because in order to get a high population city, like 1 million people, you gotta really plan, and aesthetics just don't fit into an equation like that. Now if you're building a city like Mauville, around that size, like 30,000 people, aesthetics can be a thing, but I don't usually focus on them. Honestly, I don't think I really should if I'm trying to get population. And I don't play sandbox too often, although I am somewhat decent with doing aesthetics. I prefer not to do them. It seems like a tedious process doing that. But that's just my opinion. Oh, whoop. I forgot to put fire departments. Oops. That was problematic. Alright, we should probably put some of them out there. I don't want any of that happening. So I actually got the download to all the songs in TheoTown. I can get you, I can probably get you the link to the download on the forums if anyone wants it. I only wanted it for one song, just so I could search for it on YouTube. It's not even on there. but according to Lucas King, you can use his music for YouTube videos for free. So I might do that in the future. Hopefully all of the music in the game is made by him, and they just didn't mention one guy. Because I searched for the song I liked on YouTube, and I couldn't find it. Anyways, I'll be back with the industrial done, and then I'll end the video. Alright, so I'm back. I actually had to double the amount of nuclear power I had, and it only brought it down by probably about 30 to 50%. So you can tell I need a new power source that's better than nuclear, because this is gonna get way more ridiculous with 1,000,000 people in the city. But I can still put it on fast forward. I'm starting to get these buildings now, the higher tier ones. Did I forget Berlice? No. Alright, I guess they're just getting used to it. Well, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And yeah, that's it. Goodbye.